Hello everyone and welcome to the NHL 94 Fantasy Draft. This is the first video in a series that will take a closer look at the best players in the Sega Genesis version of the game, many consider the best hockey title ever created. Besides the flawless gameplay, the in-game NHL superstars all have a distinct style that makes playing as each one feel like a unique experience. So with the rise in esports, I thought it would be fun to give my perspective on who are the best of the best. This hopefully will be a useful tool to people who are playing NHL 94 head to head, but this should also be useful for anyone considering doing a simulated fantasy hockey league. If you're not familiar with the concept or have never heard of a simulated fantasy sports league, it's the same as doing a real life fantasy league, but instead of drafting real players, you draft players from a sports video game. Simulate a season in said sports game week by week and proceed with the simulation at whatever pace you desire. For fantasy sports fans, simulated fantasy drafts could be the new poker night. These simulations could also play out over a longer period of time, with high stakes matches being played on platforms like Twitch. I've already seen people trying to organize simulated fantasy sports leagues on Facebook. I know there's one going on right now with Super Tech Mobile I'm very interested in. So it's likely something we will all hear about more in the future. But enough talk about that. Let's get to the first pick of our fantasy draft. While there are a lot of great players to choose from, the absolute best in my opinion is Alexander Mogilney from the Buffalo Sabres. That play right there says it all about Alexander Mogilney. He can take a team out and a crowd out all by himself. Mogilney is the unofficial final boss of NHL 94. He is the most dominant player in the game by a wide margin. I would go so far as to say Alexander Mogilney has the most outstanding attributes in every category except wrist shot, where I feel he is the second to Mario Lemieux. The real-life Alexander Mogilney was the most dominant offensive player at the time in the NHL. He recorded 70 goals in one season and was very good on the defensive side of the ice. In NHL 94, however, he is simply out of this world. He is actually the best defensive player in this game. He checks better than any other player, that including Ray Bourque, a defenseman with a 99 rating. Along with being able to dominate all by himself, Mogilney is paired up on a line with Pat LaFontaine, who has a rating of 91 overall. This amplifies his production in all offensive categories. There's still many great players yet to come, but Mogilney has an ability to dominate in a way Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl, Michael Vick in Madden 2004 do, and other players where they almost skew the competition. Plain and simple, going up against Mogilney can feel unfair. So while I feel strongly about Mogilney as the best player, you're going to find a wide variety of opinions on who is the king of NHL 94. The next player coming up is going to be a popular opinion. To find out who it is, just click on the link in the video. Thanks again for watching.